Welcome back. In today's Monday Movie Musing, Matt Perrin shares his take on the superhero film Venom.
Welcome to another Monday. Today, as I not only turn older but enter a new decade, I am able to say that we had the biggest October weekend of all time. I was torn going into the weekend as to what to review. The second place movie is a remake of a remake of a remake. Yes, A Star is Born is the fourth version of the film, and although it's getting raved about, I couldn't bring myself to take in a film done for the fourth time that tends to not be the most uplifting when leaving the theater. No, I went the other direction with a film that was pretty much universally hated by critics, but it was the box office winner in the highest October opening ever. So without any further ado, here's my take on Venom. Our film begins with a corporation doing some shady things. The Life Corporation, headed by Carlton Drake, has collected some life forms off a comet and brought them to Earth, albeit with a few snafus, including one of the life forms dubbed symbiotes escaping. We switch to Eddie Brock, played by Tom Hardy. He's an investigative journalist with his own show in San Francisco. His channel is funded by Drake, and he is sent to do a fluff piece on him. Eddie can't not be himself, though, and when he starts asking accusatory questions, the interview is shut down. Both he and his fiancée are fired, and his fiancée leaves him. Eddie is down and out, not knowing what to do with himself, when suddenly one of the Life employees shows up and tells him that he was right, and that Drake is doing experiments that are killing people. She agrees to sneak him in so he can get pictures, but while there, he is attacked by a subject and has a symbiote enter his body. He escapes the compound, but has picked up an internal hitchhiker. Suddenly, Eddie and Venom are one, and he finds his actions being controlled by his passenger. As the movie progresses, we see Eddie begin to embrace the entity inside of him. Of course, he doesn't have much of a choice when his life is in danger, and it seems that Venom is who can keep him breathing. Soon, Venom begins to appreciate the Earth as well, and the two set out to stop the one remaining symbiote from bringing destruction to the planet. We, as the audience, see the special effects budget come into play as Eddie and Venom work together through battle after battle, and we have to decide the difference between good and evil for ourselves. So, what to say about this one? As I said earlier, it has been getting slammed by critics, so I'm going to start with what I really liked about it. Tom Hardy is great in this. He does a great job playing a whiny character, and his shock and surprise when Venom starts doing his thing is both genuine and extremely comical. My main problem with this film is that they went the PG-13 route. This is a dark anti-hero film, and it is meant for an R rating. If they had embraced that, I think they could have made a much better movie. When you have people getting their heads bitten off, that's something to show, not have a character tell the audience that it happened. One of the best things in the movie is Venom talking to Eddie in his head. Unfortunately, through a lot of this dialogue, there are crashes and explosions going on in the background so loudly that you can't hear the words being said, which is too bad. Sound editing needed to be better. And my last criticism is some of the CGI is just cartoonish. It looks like they tried to remake Spawn but didn't do the 2-decade update to the software. People complain about there being no Spider-Man, but I understand that because this film makes Venom a really likable character, and you can't have him battling an equally likable character, at least not in the first go-round. Overall, minus my critiques, I found the movie to be entertaining, and it kept me enthralled for 2 hours, and in the long run, isn't that something we can all hope for? If you have some free time with nothing better to do, this may be one to go check out. This has been your Monday Movie Musing. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Matt, and a very happy birthday to you. Stick with us. Tyler has one last look at your forecast after the break.